and today I'm going to be playing around. I got this roughed out bowl made out of black walnut, I do believe. This was given to me as a gift, basically, from another woodturner who's part of the Woodturners around the globe group on Facebook. It's a great group if you want to join, if you're interested in wood turning or you turn yourself. It's a great community, and people share a lot of information and pictures and are pretty helpful towards each other. So I definitely recommend it. Well, anyways, I live here in Vegas. It's hard to get wood. I don't want to go broke every single time I want to turn something. Buying blanks and everything could get pretty expensive, and like I said, it's pretty hard out here in Las Vegas. But luckily I met this guy, and he actually, you can't probably see it, but he sent me a stack of wood over there, so I appreciate it. Thank you. It'll go to good use. So today I want to I have a, not sure if you can see, that's Sophie. She's my shop dog. She's my shop dog, and she hangs out with me every day in the shop, and you probably hear her barking constantly like she is now. She can't walk, so this is kind of what she gets to do, is come hang out here with me and smell the smells and bark at birds and at people. So but to be a shop dog, this is a cool bowl. It's just a basic little metal bowl. This is her water dish while she hangs out here, and I decided that I want, since we're wood turning, I want a wood one of these. So I think I want to keep almost this basic shape. We'll see once I get into this blank what happens. I don't know if there's any crack in there. This has been sitting around for a while, so I'm going to try to keep that shape to the bowl, and we'll see. I may change. Sometimes I start out with an idea and it changes as I move along. Well, here we are. This thing, I'm sure, was perfectly round, but I'm not sure if you could tell, but there is a huge wobble to this. This thing's warped. It won't sit exactly flat in the chuck, so I definitely have to reshape it anyways. Luckily, he dried this out pretty smart. He left quite a bit for me to work with. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to start with my bowl gouge, and that'll probably be my main tool that I end up using. I'll tell you, and I'm going to start just basically getting it to shape, trimming it, getting it balanced again. I'll probably start on the outside, maybe do the front here. We'll see what we get into. Right now I'm just cutting air, it seems. I have a huge gap here. I'm going to try to clean up some of the space now on top of this, because man, it is warped. So I turned up the speed a bit, changed the camera angle so you could see a little bit better, but I'm still going to continue with the bowl gouge and just kind of shape it. I'm not minding this shape at all. I may straighten this out a little bit, we'll see, but there's this ridge in here too I got to clean up. We're going to see how much I have left. Let's get started. right, here we are. I think I like the shape of the outside. Let's fix this inside a bit. Now she is a dog, so I do have to keep this. I'm gonna take it down a little bit more, but I gotta leave this a little bit chunkier, I think, just so it has some weight to it. There's some sanding to do. The grains on the bottom are kind of, I don't know, they're not cooperating. Here we are, back day 2, and what you didn't see was I've been sanding, and I originally started with 100 grit, and I was trying to work my way up to 320. What ended up happening was the inside did not want to cooperate. I feel like the grain is running in the opposite direction of what I wanted to turn and sand with this spinning, and sometimes that happens with wood. So it was being a real problem. The more I tried to either clean it up, the more like grooves I would get or lines, and I was having a real hard time with this particular piece of wood to get it out. So I went back with a carbine scraper, the round, and I was real delicate, just trying to take off hairs of material. And then I went back to I went back to 60 grit sandpaper and started from there rather than 100 grit, and basically started the whole sanding process over. And I've slowly did it. It's taken probably a whole day to smooth this thing. Because like I said, the more I sanded, the more it wanted to just make marks and grooves, and it really hasn't cooperated. So now I sanded to 320, and now I'm going to start the finish. It's food grade solid bowl finish clear. It's a oil that cures and hardens, and so I'm going to basically apply a thick coat, let it dry. I'll probably let it dry overnight, so within the next few days I'm going to be finishing this. I'll show you the first part though, and then after it dries I'm going to sand with 320 again, then apply another coat, let it dry, sand with 320 again, and then apply another coat, and then start with 320 and sand all the way to 600, and then put my last few coats on after that. And I feel that should come out pretty good. I haven't done it with this particular product, but I've done it with, like I said, my tongue oil and everything else, and the finish has been great. It's just time consuming really, but to get a good result, it's worth it. So let's go ahead and start. So that's that. I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and we'll come back. I'll sand it. I'll just show you that process, and I'll put another coat, and then after that I'll show you the finish on it. Okay, here we are again. It's been curing for 24 hours. That was the first coat. I'm going to take 320 to it again, sandpaper, sand it down, apply another coat and let it dry, then do it again, and then take 320 and work my way up to 600 grit sandpaper before I start putting my actual finishing coats on it. I'm just trying to let it soak in there, smooth it out, and soak in there again, smooth it out, in order to really protect this thing and help make it waterproof. And there we are. We're going to go ahead and we're going to let that dry for another 24 hours, and we're going to do it again. So when we come back, I will have already basically put on the next few coats, and we'll cut off the tenon when we come back. There we have it. I don't know about you, but I was on the edge of my seat for that one. We have one beautiful Black Walnut Bowl for my dog to drink water out of. Not a very complicated project, but you know, for you beginners, you know, something project to think about. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. Check out my website, woodturnersjournal.com, and thank you so much for watching.